Hey guys, just missed here again for another video today, and we are back with our Ottawa Senators franchise mode. And I just want to make something clear real quick about the whole goaltending situation we have currently in this series. Obviously, we have a great starter for us, that's a player who has been a great starter for us in Carter Hart. He's been there for us basically every time we've done anything. He's been super good for us. Past seasons, he's had pretty decent seasons. Our offense have been very, very good. So obviously, last season he had a very good GAA. His save percentage wasn't the highest, but it's okay. His playoff stats though is where he's really excelled. They've been very, very good. So he's a playoff goaltender for us, and that's the thing. So obviously Carter Hart's been very good for us, and he is looking good right now. Currently an 86 overall, but then there's this guy by the name of Kozlov. Victor Kozlov. Yeah, Victor Kozlov. So we drafted him first overall in 2019, and he's a medium elite, and basically, in the 5-star category, he has better better overall ratings than Carter Hart does. He's one low overall lower, but he's also listed as a starter. So I mean, I could use him right now, or I could also try doing the 2-loss thing that I've done in a few of my series before. If you've watched any of these videos, where I put one starter in, and then once they get 2 losses in a row, or not 2 losses in a row, but they get 2 or 3 losses, then we switch them out for the other goalie. Or I could just turn on auto rotate goalies, but I don't want to do that, and it messes up some things. So at the end of last episode, at the end of the last recording of this Ottawa Senators franchise mode, I just out of curiosity, I simmed the season to see if it would affect Kozlov playing in the AHL. So he played the entire season in the AHL with no or auto rotate goalies off, and he was an 85. Then during playing, or while he was playing during the season, he was an 84. He went down to an 84, but by the time of going into the next season, like the start of whatever the next season is, I don't know what it is. Just one second. By the time, or going into the next season, the 2022-2023 season, he got up to an 89 overall. So I'm just gonna bank on that's how it happens again, and if it does happen like that, hopefully it will. I really hope it does. I really hope it works out. Like, if you look at our stats of our AHL team, it is very, very good. So 87 goaltending rating. Currently, he is a very good goaltender. So I just want him to get at least one more year of growth. He is definitely ready for the NHL, but I want to keep him down there. So yeah, he'll move on to the next season. Then we're going to have to really figure out what we're going to do for goaltending. So I'm excited. We're going to start this sim very soon, but I just want to clear that and get that out of the way. So let's get right into the sim then. We will hopefully have a good season. Obviously, having Kozlov down in the AHL will obviously make that team a little bit better as well. So I plan on going to All-Star break or the trade deadline. We'll see what's up. But I'm very interested to see, scouting-wise, who's going to be here. I still have yet to see a franchise potential player in any one of my series, which is unfortunate. I really want to see one. It doesn't mean I'm going to move up to get that player or not, but I'm just curious to see one, because I've never actually seen one. I've created franchise players before where they've been drafted in an offline GM mode, but it's not the same. There's never actually been one where I've seen the game make. So I want to see it one day. Whether it'll happen in this series, whether it'll happen in a different series, I don't know. It's interesting to me that I've never seen one, and I've gone through quite a decent amount of series or seasons, not just for YouTube, but offline. I have done a lot of series, and it's crazy to me how I've never seen a franchise potential player, or EA franchise potential player. So I don't know. It's just very weird. Sometimes there's been like 10 medium elite players to go in the top 10, and then other times there's like 3, 4. So I don't know. I just find it very weird that I've never seen one. And you would think going through so many seasons, you'd be able to find one in the draft. Like, if you think about it, we're in year 2021 going into the 2022 season. In this series, I think we're also doing the same thing in the Vikings. We're in the playoffs of the 2022 season. For the Canucks, we're in the 2023 season. And then the fantasy draft, we're in the 2021 or 2020 season as well. And then I've done a lot of series before offline. I've done multiple series where I've gone 3, 4 years, 5 years down the road and still never seen a franchise potential player. And I just find it super weird that I have never seen that. But hopefully it'll happen in one of these series. I would like to see what it's like, because like I said, I've just never seen it before. So I should probably stop talking about that and actually pay attention on the team. Right now we were 12-4-0. We were 9-2-0. I noticed that. But we're doing pretty decent so far, 10-3-2 down in the minors. So very good. I'm excited to see how well these records are going to be by the end of the year. But I do need to pay attention to the Senators, or to the morale bar at the top of the screen, because when I see players getting upset about their ice time, I obviously want to fix that. I did see Kamenev was unhappy about his ice time, but then again, there's not much I can do about it, because I do have him on the first line penalty kill, 3 on the first line, three-man PK, so hopefully he's okay with it. Currently just beat Detroit 7-1, very big score line there. So we've been doing pretty decent. We're on quite a decent point streak as well. Never mind. New Jersey ends it. So Kamenev, again, complaining about ice time. If I see it one more time, then I might stop the sim just to see if I can fix something. Well, I mean, it depends. Like I said, I don't want him to be complaining about the ice time too much. And we just went on a 4-game losing streak, and none of those 5-game losing streak, please. Thank you. All 5 of those were in regulation as well. So we just missed out on a lot of points. I was going to say we could hit 20 wins very early in the season, and we still do, but it could have been a lot earlier if we had gotten some. Honestly, if even though that we went on that 5-game losing streak, we might still be first in our division, first in the league, to be honest, because that's still a very good record. But I would have liked to at least gotten a few points out of that. Even 2 points would have been okay. Whether it would have been an OT or a shootout or whatnot, it doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a deal to me. But I do want to just make sure that we have a good season. We are looking pretty good so far. And like I said, I'm still waiting for that notification to see if Kamenev is upset about his ice time. I'm sure he will be very soon, so I'm just waiting for it. Currently moving into January, though, so we have a game on New Year's, actually. That's pretty awesome. 26-11-1 going into the new year as well is a very good record. So we're almost to the All-Star break as well. So about a month away, we're looking good. Almost at 30 wins very early into the season, which is good. That's obviously ideal to get a pretty decent record very soon. Binghamton was doing very good. They were a little bit better than that a few games ago. Now 21-13-2, so they aren't doing as good, but it's okay. I'm not too worried with the goaltending situation they have down there. They should be pretty damn good. I do want to edit the trade block. I want to make sure that no one on the trade block. There we go. We'll take those 3 off, so hopefully they can grow even a little bit more. They should be happy about that, which they will be, as you would expect. Now, can we finally hit 30 wins and not go on another big losing streak, please? Oh, 8-4 loss. That's quite something. I do want to finish the season off with a decent amount of wins, and unfortunately, when we keep going on these big loss streaks like that, it's kind of an L, to be honest. Like, we're on a 4-game losing streak, 5-game losing streak. I want it to be positive, including our regulation and overtime and shootout losses. I wanted to have it doubled in regulation wins. So St. Louis is doing good, and we lost to them. New York or the Islanders are also doing good, and we beat them, which is good. But we do need to be a little bit better here, moving into the All-Star break. Shootout loss, unfortunately, to the Islanders, but I don't know. We're still looking good. 32-18-2 is good. Like I said, we were like 28 or 29 and 14 and something at one point, so we were doing really good, and then we just kind of fell off. 33, 19 and 2 though, moving into February. Not too bad so far. 2-1 in the month of February. A few breaks though. 4-day break from Montreal going to Edmonton. Now we go to LA. 35, 19 and 2. Or sorry, LA came to us. We had 4-game homestand there, so very good. And then we also go on a 6-day break, heading to Buffalo after that 6-day break. I don't understand why there's just these big breaks in games sometimes. It's kind of weird, to be honest. I don't ever recall that actually happening in the NHL, but Scott Lawton for the Anaheim Third and I want to say Jens Luke. I don't remember what his first name is, but Locke. I don't want to give up Locke. He's a pretty decent prospect. And I think we just drafted him last year or 2 years ago, so he's pretty decent. I still don't understand the trade block in this game because it's just really not that good. It doesn't make sense putting on prospects. And there's the 40-win mark, boys. Very good. Also, we beat Edmonton 8-2 there after that basically week off. And again, don't want to get rid of Winchester either. Another good prospect we have at a scouting assignment right before the deadline. I'm not going to make a trade. I really don't need to make any trades, and I also haven't seen Kamenev complain about ice time either. I just want to make sure that the computer didn't put on those players back on the trade block since teams were offering us trades, even though it was just Philly. We are currently at 92 locker room chemistry, and we haven't even flown away with the division, as you would think we will with a record of 41, 19, and 3. They're Boston, Tampa, and Montreal are all doing pretty decent. So very interesting. We have a very good record right now. But also we get a lot of losses in regulation, so we haven't been doing as good, unfortunately. Those are quite a decent amount of losses in regulation. We are first in the league right now because we have one game under Arizona, who also have 85 points. So hopefully we can continue to move on and continue to do good during this season, and we have another over point per game defenseman of Erik Karlsson, and holy shit, if Karlsson doesn't hit 30 goals, I'd be shocked. If Barkov doesn't hit 40 goals, I'd be shocked. Barkov is doing good. 38 goals for him. He's got 5-star everything, dude. It's about time. I don't know. I was complaining about that in one of the last episodes. His defensive category was bad, or was 4.5 star, which just didn't make sense to me. It's so good. Look at that: 88 defensive awareness, 86 face loss, 87 shot blocking, and 92 stick checking. I looked at someone who had worse stats than that. I think it might have been Karlsson who has worse stats than him. And yeah, look, they had the same defensive awareness. Barkov has one more shot blocking, and he also has the same stick checking. And Karlsson had a 5-star defense, and Barkov didn't. How does that make sense? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Justin Falk also had 58 points. I just want to sort it by forwards real quick. You know what? I'm not going to spoil anything yet. I do want to see how our team is doing, but I want to see at the end of the season how everyone's doing. 238 save percentage for Carter Hart and a 915 as well, or 238 GAA and a 915 save percentage. Sorry, so pretty decent goaltending so far. We're looking good. Moving past the deadline really quickly though. How is Kozlov? So the overall goaltending did go down, which is what happened in that off-screen sim that I did. So Kozlov is down to an 84, which is also exactly what happened, but that's okay. Hopefully he should grow back up to an 89, moving into the 2022-2023 season. And damn, we're only at 14 and a half minutes, so I think we'll finish off the season in this episode. Why not? We'll see. Can we hit 50 wins? I almost said 60 wins. I did not mean to say 60 wins. I'd like to break 50 wins. It could happen. It very well could happen. Also, I got to check this at the end to see overall ratings. Logan Brown's upset about ice time as well. Unfortunately, if they could stop, that would be awesome. because you can stop being mad about your stupid ice time, kid. On a very decent point streak as well. By the way, I'm pretty sure we didn't have a regulation loss in April. In April? No, wait. January, February, March, May, March, May. Oh, well, that was February? Yeah. I actually don't think we had a regulation loss in February, which is very, very good. 49, 19, and 3 right now. Can we hit 50 wins before we hit 20 regulation losses? We do. We do hit the regulation loss there as well, though. So we are still positive. We are still over 500 if you include regulation and shootout overtime losses. 51 and 24 technically is our record. So we've been doing very, very good. I don't know how I've managed to get this team to be such a good sim team. Same thing for what happened with our our Houston Vikings too. I don't know how they're so good, because they really aren't. Like, on paper, they really aren't the best team. But also, what I meant to say was our fantasy draft series. The Devils, they are also a very good team, which is crazy to me, how well they are. But the overalls on that team is friggin' gnarly, man. It's crazy. And we hit 55 wins. Can we hit 56 wins? Come on. New York, buddy. Oh, we can't, unfortunately. So a final record of 55, 22, and 5 is very, very good. I am very pleased about that, that's for sure. It's a very good record. So I do want to just see really quickly, did we have a regulation loss? Okay, we did have one regulation loss in February. So we went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 game point streak. 18 game point streak. That is freaking crazy, man. And we clinched the conference, so to be honest, we could maybe win the Presidents once again. Damn, we aren't even the best team in the AHL either. I do want to see if they can hit 50 wins, though, real quick, before we have to start the playoffs in the NHL. Do we? Oh, no. Oh, it's the Battle of Ontario in the first round. Oh, no, I can't sim another day, because we will face that. We will actually skip the game. I don't want to do that. So, Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round. Very interesting. I'm hyped for that. Battle of Ontario in the first round. That could be a good one. Barkov finished off the season with 88 points. Very, very good. Carlson, oh my God, Barkov almost had a 50-goal season. Jesus. Carlson did hit 30 goals. He just got it. He was a point-per-game player as well. Falk up there as well. Man, that's crazy. Two teammates fighting for the Norris. Dalcal with 70, 69 for Barzal, whatever, 51 for Pajot. Kind of really drops off after our top three. Like, it goes 78 to 70 to 69 to 51. Yeah, really. Our top five did very good. Then it really drops off after that. Very interesting. Very interesting to see. That is for sure. How did Carter Hart do? 233 GAA is not too bad, and 918 save percentage is pretty good. Bebo, though, as a backup, had a .84 GAA and a 966 save percentage. That's friggin' crazy. He didn't have, like, anything to do, but that's crazy. 41 points in for Shushko in his rookie year as well, so that's very interesting to see as well. So let's go see who wins the Art Ross. I doubt it'll be Barkov, but maybe. Oh my God. Oh, Tavares with 102 points. The only player to break the 100-point mark. Patty Kane with 99. Taves with 94. Hornfist with 93. He's playing with Tavares. Panarin 93. Stamkos 90. Eichel 89. Barkov 88. Not too far behind. Yo, he was in contention for the Rocket Richard too. That's crazy, man. If he had hit that, if he had a gun in it, I would have died, man. Hey, Tarasenko and Kane, a lot older than Barkov, so hopefully they could slow down. But hopefully Barkov can only improve on goals. I mean, 48 goals is a lot of freaking goals in 1 year. That is actually crazy. Just out of curiosity, who the most assists was? A Panarin? Yes, it was. Very interesting to see there. So let's go check defense. So Art Ross will go to Tavares, more than likely. Defenseman, though, Morgan Riley with 88 points. He could definitely take it home. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't, though, to be honest. If he does, I may be a little upset just because of how good. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you could hear that. Someone's calling me, and I don't know who. I'm really scared, though, that Carlson won't get it, unfortunately. Even though, I mean, he definitely still could. He had 82 points, which is 6 points behind Riley. He had more goals than Riley. He also had a much higher plus minus than Riley. Sorry. Damn, Carlson had 8 power play goals. Game-winning goals goes to Riley. Shooting percentage goes to Riley. What about giveaway to takeaway ratio? So I think Riley also has the better giveaway to takeaway ratio. So maybe Morgan Riley does take it. If he does, that's fine. Oh shit! What? Carlson's down to a top 4. Oh no! Oh, he's already starting to drop off. He's only 31. Why? Oh no! That's crazy though. When do you see 2 line mates competing for the Norris? That's crazy. Falk with 78 as well. So very good. Did Carlson have the most goals? He did. Most assists goes to Morgan Riley. All right, very interesting. Points, like I said, was Riley as well. Now let's check the goaltending to see who will win the Vezina. Probably not Carter Hart once again, but it's okay. He plays all 82 games of the season, so there's not much you can ask for. Quick, Scott, and Carter Hart, actually, funnily enough, is in the Vezina contention. So, will it go to Quickie? It probably will. 225 and a 924. I'd say it definitely goes to Quickie. Yeah, definitely. Quickie's got it. Jennings, though, let's see. Jennings, it could also go to Quick. Who has played like 25 games and has had a decent thing. So it definitely won't go to Mrazek. So I think, to be honest, Quickie might take both. Maybe Carter Hart could take the Jennings just because he played 82 games, but still, you never know. So very interesting. How about rookie skaters, though? How good did Shushko do on this? Got to sort it by points really quickly. 60 points for Tyler Gertzen. He's a medium elite, never heard of him, but who cares? Vitaly Semin as well. Then Marian Kudrock, a medium elite. Shushko was in the top 4, so that's not too bad. Tikhonov, as a defenseman, had 33 points in his rookie year, so he's pretty good. Jason Robertson, I have heard of him. I think he goes in like the 2017 draft, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. So, interesting. How about rookie goaltenders? Or is the clear winner the guy who had the most points? I don't remember his name. I already forgot his name. That's an L. Let's see real quick. Sorted by GAA. Who had the best GAA? Lucic, Will Lucic, Malcolm Subban, Nathan Weidman. I mean, maybe Lucic. He did have some pretty good stats, but to be fair, he only played 18 games at the same time. So I think I do want to go back to skaters. What was his name? I don't remember. Gertzen, yeah, Tyler Gertzen, I think will take home the Calder. So very interesting. But yeah, guys, that is it for me. Hopefully you all did enjoy this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. If you're new around here, subscribe for more videos like this and other ones coming soon. So thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next... I'll see you in the next video going against the Toronto Maple Leafs Battle of Ontario in this series. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and goodbye.